Good afternoon and good evening, Second Chancers. My name is Dr. Richard Lewis, and welcome to this special edition of Second Chance Coaching. As always, if you need to get in contact with me, email me at richard@secondchancecoaching.com or reach out to me via Instagram at @the_Dr.Richard_Lewis. At the commencement of the holiday season, it's always filled with themes, especially in that first weekend. The first weekend starts off, of course, this past Thursday with Thanksgiving Thursday. So that's the time that we were able to get together with our families, even though this year was a little different in 2020. Some of us had to get together with our families via Zoom or via telephone calls. And that's the time in which we're able to show thanks for each other and thanks for the things in which we have. The next day is Black Friday, so that's considered the official start of the holiday shopping season here in the United States. Even though Black Friday sales probably now in recent years have started the week before Thanksgiving. On Saturday, it's Small Business Saturday. That's the day that we highlight and support our small businesses in the United States. Yesterday was Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is similar to Black Friday, except that Cyber Monday has those deals that usually would be similar to Black Friday. Those deals would be with our internet retailers worldwide. And that brings us to today, which is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is the day in which we take the time to give to others who are not as fortunate and not as blessed as ourselves. It's that reminder in which we know that the holidays is not just about receiving gifts, but it's also about giving gifts. And sometimes it's giving the gifts of joy, of happiness, of caring, of empathy, and just the love for one's fellow brother or sister. When we give to others, it also fills ourselves up with that joy and happiness and that giving, that we know that we're making the difference in someone else's lives. I want to speak to you today about one of the many events that made the difference in my life, and that was the establishment of the Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship. Nnamdi Richard Lewis was my son, who was tragically taken from us 4.5 years ago. Nnamdi touched the heart of all who knew him, and when he passed, I wanted his legacy of love to continue as a healing mechanism for my family and for all the loved ones who knew him, and for his name to make an impact of those who would never have the honor of meeting him. In partnership with the Broward College Foundation, 4 years ago, I created the Nnamdi Richard Lewis Scholarship as a manifestation of our love for him. And that manifestation of love is written in Jeremiah 29:13, when it says in the good book, "When you search for me, yes, search for me with all your heart, you will find me." We have kept that extension of Nnamdi's love alive in partnership with the Broward College Foundation through the $12,000+ we have raised in his name that has impacted students tremendously throughout their educational journey. The Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship is for children, is for Broward College students who have a parent or both parents currently incarcerated in a state or federal institution. This scholarship fund is designed to help make their crooked path straight, to give them a little bit of help while them and their families are going through the heartache of having a loved one incarcerated, or having a loved one being away from them while they're pursuing their educational journeys. If you'd be so kind as to consider donating to the Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship as part of your Giving Tuesday efforts, it would be so much appreciated. I've left all the notes in the notes that you're listening to this podcast of all the information in which you could send money for the Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship. I'll also share it with you right now. If you want to send it via U.S. mail, mail that check of any amount that you could spare to the Broward College Foundation, and that's at 401 East Los Olas Boulevard, Suite 130-458, and that is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33301. In the check memo, you want to write Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship. My son Nnamdi's name is spelled N as in Nancy, another N as in Nancy, A, M as in Mary, D as in dog, I. Nnamdi, Nnamdi. So you would put in the check memo, Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship. If you want to go online, you could go to giving.broward.edu and you choose your donation amount. If you do it online, it has to be a minimum of $10, and you could choose it as a one-time donation or a recurring amount. You could click the designation. You would click the designation and select Other. And in that Other, you would type in the Nnamdi Richard Lewis Memorial Scholarship. You complete the additional information they ask you for, and you would click Donate Now. On behalf of myself and my entire family, I want to thank everyone who has already donated and those who will continue to donate and choose to keep Nnamdi's legacy alive through the education of current and future college students who are facing a tough time and need that extra help to go through their educational journey. God bless you all. Once again, I can be contacted via email at richard@secondchancecoaching.com or at Instagram at @the_Dr.RichardLewis. Thank you so much for your kindness, and thank you so much for opening up your hearts. Thank you for on behalf of the students that will be benefiting from this scholarship, and thank you for keeping my son's love and legacy alive through your generous donation. I love you. Take care and be well.